Guys, I'm so excited to announce phase one is back. So, back by popular demand. Albert Winks, if you don't know, I've been doing this 6 years, delivering over $10 billion to my clients. Over 3,000 of the world's best and deadliest have come to me to get their money. Honestly, people, there's just too many people. There's too many veterans out there that are missing out on. I know it's your money and your family's money. It's back, phase one. So there's phase one, two, and three, and all of this other money out there too. And I am a for profit. The good news is because I can talk about yes, property taxes. Yes, money for your kids in college. Yes, death benefit money. Yes, what back pay means. Yes, what I want to be your first phone call for the next 5 or 10 years, if not a freaking lifetime. You've earned your money. The government's hiding it from you. A stat that you'll hear me talk about quite often is something that I learned recently that every year we've got 200,000 veterans that are getting out of the service. I don't work with 200,000 people. I want to. I've been doing this 6 years. I know who I am, and now I've got force multipliers. And so the timing just really did work out. Where did phase one go for a while? Why did phase one go away? Why is it back? Why now? So, well, if you remember back about 6 years ago, that's pre COVID. Before COVID, the world was moving faster, and the VA was one of those. So the VA, every phase was about 4, maybe even up to 6 months. That's about it. And it was pretty easy to just go boom, boom, boom within about a year and a half, done. Pretty easy. Uh, COVID hit for a while. I swear there was a July in there to where everything shut down. Nobody did anything. And the government doesn't tell the public what the hell they're doing. You just have to wait until the outcome, something starts happening, and you look back and go, oh, okay, that's what that was. So after that, the VA slowed down to where about every phase was about 10 months. So for most veterans, it just made more sense for you to jump into phase two. What are the differences? There's two main types of claims with the VA. One of them is for service connection that has to happen first, and then there's increase. So the good news, the better news is when you guys are a client of mine, I think of it like a gym membership. You're getting full access to me. You're not paying for like phase one, then two, then three, then swirl around. I'll make it very linear for you. And every client of mine has a very tailor fit. What have you earned? Are you old? Are you young? Or do you have kids? Do you have grandkids? What is it? What state do you live in? Some of my clients, they got plenty of money, but they want to save on property taxes. Yes, I can help you with that. Hey, I want to get more education. Yes, I can help you with that. It's now called VRNE, but it was Voc Rehab. Hey, I want to know about this death benefit money stuff that's not PACT Act. Yes, I can help you with that. Yes, and yes, and yes, and. So every time I get a hold of you guys, I'm going to shake you up and go, I know about your money. You don't know. I will tell you. And it's always behind, just to be clear with this, your money is always behind clear, crisp, accurate paperwork, compliant paperwork with the government. Property taxes, kids' college stuff, state level, federal level. You see in a lever here, it's always being pulled. The government, paperwork, all that kind of stuff. So that's what I guide you through. Really great news is too, and I would screen share with you, but I want to make sure that everything that's on my slide over here is accurate first before I put that in front of you guys. But the even better news is you can start phase one, and about 2 weeks later, at minimum, start phase two. Or start phase two and go, you know what, Albert, I do have some math that I want to go ahead and make a decision. So I'll give you a great example, and it's somebody I just chatted with today. He only has mental health at 70%, and that's it. He's got tinnitus, which has no increasability. And he says, well, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and jump into phase two. Or I'm sorry, jump into phase one because that just makes, I'm sorry, he did say phase two. So we were talking about phase one. I said, hey, man, you just don't really have any math to work with here, and I'd feel more comfortable moving you into phase two, help you get service connected. So again, there's only two types of claims with the government. Connection first, then increase. One goal of connection, of service connection, I want to get body parts on your e-benefits. One goal of increase, I want to get you your math as quickly as possible, your human math, on your e-benefits above 500. When that happens, winning. So let's start with the end in mind. Now that you know this, and this is going to be my consult video for phase one. But by the time I'm done with all of you, 5 things will have happened. But number 4 is the most important, because if number 4 happens, everything else happens as well. And so I want to get you as quickly as possible, compliantly, of course, over 500 human math points on your e-benefits. Human math. That means by the time I'm done with you, you'll be 100% on your e-benefits, permanent and total like me. That your body part list will be way more reflective of who you are on paper, over 500 human math points, so all your money is in your pocket at the right time for yourself and your family. Again, that's right now money, mid-range money for the kids in college, long-term death benefit money. And from now on, I want to be your first phone call. Did you get a nasty letter from the VA? Did you get some? Most of you guys have a goof up on your family members. Yep, you goof up on it. I can help you with that. I want to be your first phone call. Hey man, had another kid. What do I do? Hey, I moved from Texas to Florida. What do I do? Something. And I'll be out in front of you every day. Every Thursday starting out. I'm going to get you into baseball practice, then you get into batting practice. I check your homework every week. Bam, boom, bam. You trust the process. Good things happen. Knowledge is power. I'm going to share a couple more things with you. Knowledge is power. The faster you know, the faster you apply, the faster good things happen for you. Time is the ultimate enemy. Do not let time tick by. You probably already let enough time tick by. Now you know who I am. You know who you are. You know what money you've earned. You now know that phase one is on the table again. And also good news, you can change anytime. Start phase one, jump into phase two, or start phase two, backpedal and go, you know what, I'm going to do phase one and start phase two in a couple of weeks. Okay, it's up to you. I'm excited. I know you guys are too. Phase one's back. Popular demand. A lot of you guys wanted it. I wanted you guys to go through a better process, which is more difficult. It required me to be more out in front of you guys, which gave me the confidence to tell you, you know what, now we can go back and do phase one again. I'm confident there too. The government's hovering around 10 months per phase. Are people doing it faster? Yeah. Are some people taking a little bit longer? Mm-hmm. It's up to you. All right, gang. Appreciate you. Look forward to working with you. And always number one, I think I didn't tell you this too. Go to my YouTube channel and Rumble as well. The Fulfilled Veteran Podcast. There's some videos that are in a playlist. Make sure you guys are liking, sharing, subscribing these. I started out calling them like number one video, number two video. We're updating that to where it says part one, part two to make that a lot clearer. Number one, pay yourself first. Number one is always pay yourself first. So make sure you go check out my YouTube video on that, showing you how to get your back pay clock started, verified, because that's always number one. And that's what we're always going to brief you on. Number one, pay yourself first. Take this time to be self-aware. You're not being selfish. It's the money that you earned. Be self-aware. You want your money? I'm the guy who knows where your money is now to get there. All right, gang. Look forward to celebrating here soon and often. We'll see you again soon.